Hello everybody, another episode on Mianna here, and as you can see she's got a new robe. I finally transferred over that robe of the Oracle that Classic helped me get on Marrow, and Throbbit helped me transfer it. And here's Tauvin, another friend who wanted to help me PL, and it's been great. He finally got me to 12, and obviously beyond 12. As you can see, we're already 14% in, and we haven't even been here long. He's basically just, he's got a cleric friend, Pope Francis there. Thank you to both of you. Pope is keeping me alive while I melee and dot mobs down. Melee to help. Melee and dot because if I nuke, I run out of mana. Although when my mana gets fullish, I will nuke. Probably on the next mob I'll throw in a nuke. And, yeah. We are now finally level 12. We can start the charm game. Still gotta mem all my spells, but look, the skin doesn't have different colors with this robe. Thank God, she looks so much better. See here, now nuked him down to finish. Cranking out the XP. I didn't see, I think I got like 5% or something on that. It's crazy. So, really good. Let's see how much we're getting. This guy, I'm at 17% right now. Let's throw a nuke in on him. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Getting some connection problems, even though I already switched to hotspot. But even that's starting to, look, Tauvin just disappeared. Even that's starting to be wanky, janky. So we're at 17%. Let's see what this does. Only 2% on that one, huh? Well, I guess it is a blue, so I don't know what I would really expect. But some of them have definitely been doing 3 or 4%. I suppose it depends. There's probably level variance going on. I'm actually at the tail end of this particular session, but once we finish up here, on my next play, I will try to make the dangerous run, although I have invis, so it shouldn't be too dangerous, through Oasis to South Row, because I've got a bunch of Dervish rings to turn in, not just from this grind, but I handed over some over from Marrow as well. So I'm going to destroy some of the less valuable items, because right now all my stuff's full up. Rusty longsword, don't really need that. Splintering club. Keeping the bronze, though. Keeping the bronze. We've got a few pieces of bronze. Is this a rusty? It is a rusty spear. Let's get rid of that as well. This guy's red, so this should be an interesting one. Oh, look, he's gonna nuke, too. Well, let's all nuke. Boom. Finally, evocation up to 19. I've been nuking so much, and it's only at 19. But after I turn in the Derv rings, I think I'm going to gate back to Neriak. And when I do, when I'm there, I will train up my... I'll train up a bit in that. Get it up to 25, maybe even like 30. Because I'm tired of the fizzles. They're slowing me down. And we can't have that fizzling when we're charming. We just can't. %. What's this red gonna do for us, I wonder? We're lucky. We seem to be landing all of our spells on him, which is kind of ridiculous. He's a red, like, should be getting resist for sure. There, he resisted half of that nuke. Let's hope we're getting heals. Oof, that nuke was scary. Look, so much lag all of a sudden. It sucks. Really sucks. But the cool thing about this method is it's leveled my defense up quite a bit, offense, and even my one-hand blunt. Not that that's going to be very useful for much longer. There we go. Another level up on one-hand blunt. You probably can't see. I think my big fat face blocks that particular window. Yes, it does. Sorry. I think I need to center myself better. I always go to the side, so let me do it like that. That seems... There we go. That brought me up to 27. I was at, what, 23? So I got 4% off of that red. It's okay. Here's a white. And with clarity, if I just use the dot, I gain mana throughout the fight. That dot is so cheap. It's really it does almost as much damage as the nuke, and it's way less expensive. It's a really nice strategy. So I remembered with the when I started Charming on my Enchanter on what's it called? P99 blue. I was using the dots to finish off mobs, especially if they're gonna run anyway. You don't need to waste them on a nuke. Just use a dot to finish them off. Especially the one that's rooted. You know, when you first break, you got the one charging at you. I usually end up rooting both of them and then nuking them down. We're going to have to figure out how I want to do it on our next play session, which will probably be part of this video. Alright, we are back right now, and I've done quite a bit since I last paused. We've gotten some new spells. I've memmed all my spells. Luckily, I remembered to pick up Bind Affinity because I didn't have it. I apologize if you can hear the background sound. The TV's quite loud right now, but I don't want to tell them to turn it down because the whole family is really enjoying the TV, and it's just me over here, you know, on the computer not watching the TV. So, got a new buff. We're ready to start Charmin. Where I'm at right now is in Lower Fadar, right at the zone line of Steamfont, because I want to bind just outside of Steamfont. And since I do have some experience with enchanters, I can quickly show you the spell setup that I am going to use for this process here. And I'm going to try to put the spells in the same places as I used to. I gotta keep a lot of spells up now that I didn't have to before, so I will not be able to use my, I won't be able to keep my buffs up. I usually put invisibility on in the third slot, and that's because we're going to break Charm with invisibility when the time comes. Need the stun. There was recently some debate on my comic section about the stun, but I find it to be pretty useful. Mesmerize is a must, and so is Tash. Since now we're Charming, we're going to use the Tash for sure. Aside from that, we need our nuke up. We got the nuke up, and I think we're good. We already cast Lesser Shielding and missed, so it'd be wise to keep up a gate, right? And besides gate, I'm thinking a dot. Now, I'm not sure if we want to use our new dot choke, because I feel like it could be too strong with a mana cost of 50. The other option is, let's compare it to the mana cost of our nuke. Our nuke costs 45, so it's as expensive as a nuke. But the advantage is the nuke's got a cooldown, so if we're trying to kill both the mobs as quickly as possible, it is nice to have two casting options. It's better to have a lower cost option, but we're such a low level that we're using our literal lowest level nuke as it is. I'm going to see how it goes. If I can bump this down to Suffocating Sphere, which only costs 20 mana, That's a nice save right there, so we will take advantage of that if it happens. Yeah, besides that, the only other thing I'm tempted to throw on my spell bar is my slow. But we're gonna hope that we don't need it, but it's probably a good idea to have it up. So, usually what I will swap out is one of my nukes or damage spells, so let's take Choke out for now. Maybe we'll just use our nuke. We need to level Evocation anyway. Oh, we didn't even put Charm on there, so we gotta put Charm up, obviously. Oh, that means if I want to have Slow up, I need to also forget another spell. Could be Invis. That's a possibility. We have to have Root. I don't want to forget the nuke. I guess it would be Invis. Okay, we're gonna... So we're at the point now where we're gonna have to be swapping spells mid-fight, but it's okay. I have experience with that. Keep the slow up, but we're really hoping to not use it. I bet it's expensive. Let's see how much it costs. It's a 50, so it's like a nuke itself. It's probably better in that case to just nuke them into even. So actually, let's not use the slow. We're gonna be killing some Minotaurs, so I think they're gonna be really close. And they do have level variance, but hopefully a nuke will balance it out just as well as a slow. Maybe too well. I don't think so though. Slows are pretty strong. This way, we don't have to worry about forgetting and rememorizing spells. We still have Sao, which is great, because I'm not sure I'm a high enough level for this yet, but I wanted to try it. I was actually on my way over to G-Fei and Crushbone. I thought, I know Crushbone, and I know there'll be nice, easy level orcs in there that we could definitely handle, but this spot is a moneymaker, and it's easy single pulls, and they are blue. I'm just not sure how blue, you know what I mean? But let's find out, shall we? So they are space enough to single. So there we mez. Oh, I maybe not. Okay, well then we will mez this guy. Boom. And we will tash this guy. Boom. And he will be the pet this time. Let's see if it lands. It worked. Okay. Now this mez is gonna break soon enough. He'll come after us. We're gonna try to root him right next to our pet. Oh. Alright, I guess it memblurred, or it didn't engage the mob. So let's pull him. How was I pulling before? Oh yeah, with Tash, of course. How could I forget? Of course. Now we don't want to pull them with damage, because they should be about even mobs, and we want them to be even. But our pet is losing so far. Pretty significantly, too. Let's pull them back, because they're like right on top of each other. There we go. That's a little better. And it's evening out a little bit. Pet's still losing, but I don't know if it's enough for me to throw in a nuke. If he takes another hit, I'm going to throw a nuke in there. Okay, nuke. Boom. Evened it out a bit. Now we got to root. You got to keep them rooted. Looks like we need another nuke, so this makes me think a slow would have been good. Okay, this is getting really close. We got to root again. And we got to pull the pet back. Oh, he got like some huge hit on our pet. That was crazy. The pet had like 20 HP. Boom. Now here we are, practically out of mana. Alright, well, that was the first attempt. Let's med up. We'll use all of our mana, because we had to nuke like 3 times. So, maybe a slow is the way to go. Ah. Or, the dot. Let's see. It does do a little bit more damage than the nuke, but as you saw there, I needed 2 nukes to even that fight up, and still. So it looks like maybe the slow is a viable option. Let's keep the slow up next time, and we'll quickly know if we even need it or not. Now I'm wondering if Quarm changed something, because I know for a fact on P99 these guys were far enough away for you to just single engage each one, not having to worry about aggro at all. But you saw there, when I mez one, I aggroed the other. So I wonder if Quarm changed the aggro radius on these mobs to make this a less viable camp option. It's still plenty viable. That didn't change it enough if that was their goal. Or maybe it was how it was originally and P99 changed it. I don't know. But we're going to give it a second shot. I'm going to open with a mess to make sure that I don't have two mobs running after me. As soon as I want to have full mana just in case. Later, this will speed up quite a bit. Quite a bit. We'll have more mana, and we'll still be able to use a lot of these lower level spells, like low level mez and low level root. Charm will last. This charm spell will last a good while as well. And then we can use these low-level nukes and stuff once we get our charm game really down. So anyway, here we go. Let's try the mez out. Let's see if we aggro his buddy, and we do. Okay. Guess that's just how it works around here. Oh, and we got a resist on that one. That's not good. Where did he go? He must still be chasing me, and I'm just having some sort of connection problem. That's the only explanation. I'm pretty sure he's not off running through the hills. I hope I'm not disconnecting and dying, because I forgot to bind myself. Oh my good lord. Please don't be disconnecting right now. Wow, he just took off. And there he goes back. Okay, anyway. I forgot to bind myself. Let me go do that first. That was so weird. That was so weird. I don't understand what happened. That was not... Oh, he was mezzed. So the mez did land, and it just appeared that he continued to run. So weird. I am totally flabbergasted by that. That was crazy. I mean, I remember that happening on P99 only in the City of Mist. The City of Mist had a bug where mobs would be rooted and they would look like they're still running at you, and as soon as they got to you, they would disappear and flash right back to wherever they were rooted. So you had to watch for the root message to know whether or not your root was successful. It was kind of scary. But it happened for everybody. On this server, it happens occasionally, but I think it's happening just for me due to some connection hiccup. But that was an extreme one. Because I remember I turned around for a split second, I saw him continuing to run like up and over a hill, way in the horizon behind me. And then it tells me mesmerization wore off, mesmerizations wore off, like both the mezzes landed. So I've got to look to see if there was a resist on the mez. I have to keep my eyes on that. Wow, that bind is a heavy toll, but... Alright, so this should be a nice camp for us. There's good money to be made here. They drop these Minotaur horns and Minotaur battle axes. And the axes sell for, I think, over a platinum. Is it just over 1 platinum, or is it somewhere around 3 platinum? Oh, look. And look at the fast respawn time. Alright. We're going to have trouble keeping all 4 of these down. We did have a long med break, though, didn't we? After that first attempt, we were out of mana. So let's mez this one first on the left. That'll, because I'd rather fight over to the left over here away from the side of the mountain, I think. Well, maybe not. Yeah, why not? Alright, here we go. So we're going to hope they're around even. If they're not, we're going to hope that our pet is the lower level mob. It's because we cannot slow our own pet. We have slow the target mob. And hopefully that balances out the damage. And then we have to quickly forget our slow. Oh, come on. This is where you use a stun. If you're smart, which I am not. Okay, I am smart. No, you are stunned, not me. You. There you go. Quick, quick. The other one's mez is gonna break. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. Wow. Such bad RNG. Alright, Tash him to lower his magic resistance, which will help Charm last as long as possible. Wait for his mez to wear off now. Now the other guy's mez is going to wear off any second if it hasn't already. And he probably, if it memblurred, I don't think he's going to come for us. But they didn't last time, right? There we go. That one wore off. And no attacking yet. Let's wait for our own pets to wear off. Buy ourselves the time to met up after that horrible start. Oh, it looks like he's here. Okay. Pull with a Tash. Let him come out a bit and send in the pet. And let's see how the HPs do. Now he's got an axe. So far the pet's losing, but not so much. It looks pretty even so far, but could just be RNG, but it looks good. We might be ready to forget the slow. The pet is winning, so we're definitely forgetting the slow now. Throwing up our invis. We're gonna root the target, and this is because if Charm breaks, you don't want two mobs running after you. And it's a good idea. I have a spell tracker. I should probably turn it on. It's a good idea to use the spell tracker to keep an eye on how much time is left on the route. Keep it nice and fresh, especially when you're getting ready to break Charm. You recast that route, which we're getting kind of close now. This is a very good one. So, oh no. Now we got to pull the pet back off because he nearly killed our target there. Tell him to guard right there. We can back up quite a bit. Cast Invis on ourselves. Root the pet. Now that's a good deal of HP. I almost feel like I should use Choke. Let's see if we don't have time to pull up a Choke. Oh, we don't, apparently. Because Root broke. Lucky us. Wow, the RNG on this particular run is mind-blowing. Alright, we got that up now. We need to cast it as soon as possible. Get him down, because they will run at 20%. Oh shit. Now they're not going to run, because there's two of them. Luckily I have Sao, or this would just be a disaster. It's okay, we're getting our bearings, and I think we might be just a wee bit too low for these particular mobs. Let's root one. Come on. There we go. This is the one I dotted. I think he's pretty much dead. Oh, he somehow hit me from like, how far away was he right there? Right? See now, we want to save our mana, so I'm going to pull up a Suffocating Sphere. This is getting crazy. And that should finish him off. Oh gosh, now this guy's root broke too. Wow, this is like so ridiculous. I want to go run by the other one. See if he's gonna die or not. I'd hate for him to survive. He's only got one more tick of the dot. Yeah, it was perfect. Perfecto. Now we gotta choke this guy out. Insufficient mana to cast the spell. See? Now we're screwed. Now we're just screwed. And this is the last time we have these outs that we've got this time. Next time, we're not gonna have the, yeah, look at his HP now. It's too high. We might have to just zone this. It sucks, because then there's an odd number of mobs at the spawn. I can't believe how bad this went. This is ridiculous. Oh well. The life of an enchanter. Let's see if we have enough for choke yet. No, we don't. And I don't even think choke would finish him off, but I think it would get him low enough for me to then melee him down. Oh, 41. His regen is just insane. Let's get to 20. That should do it. And he resisted, so we got his own. Wow. Wow. Intense. Intense. And I think we got 3% for the single kill we got there at the end. Okay, we're gonna have no more. Oof. I'm tempted to continue on to Crushbone like I was originally planning. I don't know if we can handle this, but we didn't get charm resists. I think our mana pool is almost insufficient. We're gonna have to time the charm breaks much more closely. That's for sure. Alright, gonna med up and we'll head back in. No troll farm yet to regen HP. It's getting dicey, but we're bound here. Gotta figure out a way to save some mana. Let's see. The mez is cheap, so doing the mez pull thing isn't costing us too much extra mana. It would have been better if they were single pulls, but apparently they're not. So we gotta expend an extra spell in the beginning. But that's only 20. What else could we do? What else could we do? Well, you know, I think we had what, 2 premature root breaks. We didn't have a charm break. If we get a charm break mid fight, like what's gonna happen to us? You know, this is we're really pushing to the edge here, but we'll give it another shot. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take off the stun. Well, I guess it could save my butt. But you saw how fast it wore off. Like I cast stun, and then I backed up, and I didn't even get through casting half of Mez before he was on top of me again. It could have been a lag thing, like maybe the stun landed right as I finished casting, and I didn't think of it as landing until after it, like, it said he has been stunned. Like, maybe as soon as I see the casting finish, I can start to cast Mez. I'm not sure. But it seemed like I'll keep it up and give it a second shot. But it seemed like it wasn't really working for us. Do we still have a corpse to loot? Yeah, we do. Now let's see if we get some money out of this so far failed venture. If we can get a level, it'll get easier. Less resists. More mana. Etc. And then once we've got 2 levels, when we're 14, this will just be a grind, a grind of ease. Did I go the wrong way? Where am I going? No, I think it is over here. Let's use the super camera to find out. No, it's not over here. Oh gosh, how did I just get lost? I'm an idiot. So it's gotta be back that way. This is such a popular spot, especially for enchanters doing what I'm doing right now, that I'm surprised it's not shown on my Emparse map. It's not marked. There's a kobold camp marked on my Emparse map. You can see, like, right there. But it's not... I don't know. They don't show this Minotaur slaver camp. Alright, looks like we're due for buffs again anyway. Alright, here we go, guys. Alright, we're getting a bunch of lag. You know what? I'm gonna camp and I'm gonna switch over to my hotspot. I'll be right back. Alright. I think we're ready now. Let's see if this... Yep, it's much faster Connection. Perfect. So much better. Alright. Come on. Ooh, so close. These guys are fast. You gotta be kidding me. What happened? I accidentally cast a suffocating sphere. I didn't remem Tash. Wow. Wow. That's all I have to say. He's stunned by scintillating colors. He's rooted. Alright, we're gonna try to salvage this disaster number 4 or whatever. I don't know. It's not gonna be easy though. Gotta watch for that root message. Gotta quickly find my Tash. I gotta organize my spells better. Right now they're all just jumbled up. Alright, let's mez him up. Again. Tash. Charm. There we go. And then he'll come over here when he's ready. We gotta target this guy. Root him again when root breaks. And look at that, so low on mana. That charm is a big cost. Got him again. And send the pet in. Alright. Let's hope this is relatively even. I don't think we're gonna... Oh, we had a charm break. See, that's why you keep the... Please pull off this charm. Oh, that was epic. Just a stun to charm. No need to mess if you do it right. But we are super low on mana now. So we're going to need to pull up Suffocating Sphere as well as Choke. We need all of our lower mana options ready to go here. Now I'm not gonna root the target mob again yet. Although our pet is really kicking his butt, unfortunately. This is not good. But we can make the pet wait. Alright, we're just gonna let the pet kill him. We're gonna let the pet, we'll get half there. We're gonna make the pet wait. Or maybe we go and pull another one. We got slow up, but then we're really digging ourselves a grave. You know? We're kind of stuck right now. We're kind of stuck. I'm thinking of making him wait here. Going far away and just meting up until charm breaks. And then re-charming him. But see, the thing is, I can't grab another one. We're gonna met up. We're gonna hope his HP doesn't regen too much. It's gonna regen to near full. Hi, yai, yai. I think it's time to go kill orcs and G-Fey. This is too much. We don't have the mana pool for this. If we had a bigger mana pool, it'd be no problem. I could just nuke him, dot him down, nuke him down. Maybe we can. Still, well, look, he's got 75. Like, we're not a wizard, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta think about what to do here. Yeah, we're just gonna use this pet again. Tash has worn off. Gonna hope Charm holds for a while, though. I'll pause it until... I might not unpause it in time, but what's gonna happen is Charm's gonna break. I'm gonna Mez, Tash, and Charm him again. I'm gonna hope I have enough mana at that point for a whole nother fight. which I probably won't. Unless things go very nicely. Oh, I don't even have Tash memmed. Come on, Tash, where are you? There we go. Okay. I might not unpause it in time to show the re-charming, but if I forget to, I'll unpause it right after. Alright, Charm held very nicely. We got back to full mana. So I'm going to use Hide. It worked, first try this time. Use Hide to break Charm. A nice little Dark Elf trick. Unfortunately, it's not really consistent enough to be relied upon. I wish it were. We got a pet again, and he's retashed. Our tash falls off so quickly. Now we're going to bring him over here. And we will rinse and repeat with another mob. Okay, his Mez broke. So we cast Mez on this Minotaur, which will pull the other Minotaur. Get some distance, because we might get a spawn. We don't want ads. And then send the pet in to get the aggro off me. And just in case we get a charm break, throw a root on there, sit down. Now, once again, the pet's kicking arse. A little too hardcore. But maybe this time we have the mana to finish things off. That's what I'm hoping. We're gonna try to time it really close with Hide again. There, it worked. Root him. Now this guy's nearly dead. He's got 4%. So a suffocating sphere will kill him. Hit this guy with a choke. Yeah, we got this. Whew. We got 2% per that kill we just got. This one might give us more. He seems like a higher level one. And it might be more than 2%. It might be like 2.5. I don't know. But I think we're getting like 2% each. It's not great, all things considered. But, yeah, let's see. Probably another choke, and this guy is done. Yep. He should run as soon as this hits him. Boom. So far, no luck on the loot. Alright, well, that was interesting, was it not? But yeah, definitely the dots are the way to go. 54, so again, just 2% each kill. But hey, there we go, a Minotaur Battle Axe. Those are actually worth some money. And we still got 41% mana after that fight. And considering that their HPs were not even to the end, that's not bad. Now, I forgot to get the animation pet for level 12. It would have been in a level 11 animation. That might be the way to go, actually, here. Still. Do the old pet with the dots and the nukes and whatnot, because that new dot does a nice ton of damage, and the pet would be level 11. These mobs, I think, are level 10, 11. So it'd be like an even con to them, or maybe stronger than the mobs. Pull with the dot. Oh, I'd have to do the split pull, so I couldn't pull with the dot. But, you know, get a dot on them, let the pet tank, throw another dot, and then a nuke. But this is definitely more fun, right? Okay, let's mess this one. I should bring the other one, even though he looks way out of range, doesn't he? It's like ridiculous how out of range That guy obviously is. Oh, I forgot to Tash up again. And I get a resist too. It's like it's like they smell weakness, dude, I swear. And interrupt, watch. Yep. There, he missed one. Oh no, he didn't. He somehow interrupted without hitting me. That was amazing. This guy's got some psychic powers of some sort. Okay, gotta quickly pull up Tash. And I do mean quickly because I want to pull that other guy out before any other Minotaurs spawn in place. I gotta pull up Tash, and cast Charm before that Mez wears off. And I'm just gonna pull this guy now just to make sure. There we go. Go get him, Tiger. So far the pet is losing. And if it gets more significant, we're gonna try our slow. That'll be nice. That'll be fun. And I might be too late, but we're gonna give it a shot. Boom, he slows down. Now we can drop the slow, pull up our invisibility, although we will try hide first. Save ourselves the mana. Drop the Tash. Oh no, I forgot to root. That's why you gotta root. Right there, everybody. I'm probably a goner, because they're never gonna let me cast on this server. You know what I'm saying? It's like, really? There we go. Now you are the one who's getting his butt kicked. So you are the pet. I'm just gonna go straight for a Mez. I don't even have my... Oh, and then a root break? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, RNG, really? Really? It's ridiculous. There's no mercy for me. Look how much mana we got now. This is not gonna be easy. This is not gonna be easy. We're gonna have to do the old suffocating sphere move again. Can't root now. Just don't have the mana to spare the root. Let's go put our backs to the zone line. So we can at least try, although probably unsuccessfully, to run. Pet's still getting his ass beat, like hardcore. Despite the slow. It's like it didn't help. Wow, hide is unusually successful, it seems to me. Okay, we're gonna bring the pet far away from that guy. Did it say the root spell has worn off? Oh, good lord. Oh, I just forgot. As soon as he gets far enough away from his buddy, he's just gonna run. Because he's low HP, or he was. His buddy will be coming soon. We're gonna add a little damage to make sure this dot gets the job done. Okay. Now we're gonna sit here and wait for the buddy to come. He's on his way right now. 73%. I don't think we can take that. I don't think we can take this. I think we gotta zone it. Wow, you guys, hardcore. So you see why you gotta be extra careful. Can't skip any steps. Before I start, I gotta make sure stun's up, Tash is up. I gotta, most importantly in that particular fight, I've gotta make sure that I am rooting the target mob. So if charm break should happen, I'm only getting one mob running at me. all of this, and it's just crushing my mana. So I really think the play for us is to get that pet from High Pass Keep, and to use that pet for at least another couple levels, and then we can start charming again when we got a couple more levels on these guys, so we're getting less resists, less breaks on roots and charms. Then we'll be doing much, much better than this. This was a disaster. A disaster. But you see how it works, how it should work, how it could work or can work sometimes, and how it cannot work, and how you can get totally wrecked. And yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful. But I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Even though it's on a bad note, I had fun. Feels like a good place to end the video. All I would do is go in and try again. It'd be more of the same, you know? So, not much else to show. I really wish I'd gotten that spell for Mianna with Marrow. Maybe I'll give Mianna a break and do some more playing on Marrow. Get him back over towards Misty, towards that area. Go get him to get the spell right now, perhaps. Just have it on him. But I will catch you guys in the next video.